Crandall, the sophomore right-hander. Here's the lineup she'll face for Coach Kara Dill and the UTA Mavericks. Nicole Hill plays right field. She'll bat first. Camille Corona playing third, batting second. Caitlin Saylor in left field. She'll bat third. First pitch of the night, just low, ball one. Marley Nisus in center field. She'll bat cleanup. Lindsey Franklin at first base. She'll bat fifth. Kaylee Cavazos, the designated player, batting sixth. Elena Hampton will play short, bat seventh. Nikki Donahue catching, batting eighth. And Emma Lopez will play second base and bat ninth tonight for UTA out of the WAC, the Western Athletic Conference, where they are 8-8 on the year, sitting in fifth place in the league standings right now. 17-26 overall for the Mavs. Pitch misses. 3-0 to start against Nicole Hill. Hill at 276 average on the year. Home runs, 2 RBIs in that leadoff spot tonight. There's ball 4 on 4 straight pitches. Riley Crandall walks the leadoff hitter.
You never want to start the game like that. You see Crandall just kind of struggling to find that zone.
Really good strikeout to walk ratio for Crandall. 86 strikeouts, now 40 walks on the year with that one. And here's Camille Corona. Tries to bunt, pushes it back foul, strike one. Corona, the leading hitter for this UTA team. She's at .411 coming in. 61 hits is a team high for Corona. UTA is a team, 279 their average. Going pitch, that is just off the plate, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Brian Crochet calling balls and strikes tonight. He's behind the plate. Dustin Douglas at first base. Keith Carney is back of second. Nice night. Wind is blowing in, stating the obvious here at Getterman Stadium. The grounder wide of third base, where Aaliyah Benford is stationed tonight. How about Aaliyah Benford in the lineup, playing third base?
We've seen her do everything in her 5 years here at Baylor.
That's the way Baylor lines up defensively. Benford at third, Pylon at short, Casey West at second, Shaylin Govan at first, Sydney Koyazos behind the plate, Emily Hott in left, Ashlyn Wackendorf in center, Taylor Strain in right. Baylor trying to get the bat of Aaliyah Benford into the lineup, putting her at third base. 2-2 the count. So it's line to Benford. To first, a double play. Heads up play by Benford. Made the grab and the throw, and that clears the bases. And just like that, there are 2 down.
And that's why she's playing third base.
That's exactly right. Quick reaction there by Benford. Boy, Hill just strayed a little too far off the first base bag. 2 down, bases clear. Here's Caitlin Saylor to the plate. Right-hand hitting left fielder for UTA. First pitch, strike one. Saylor, 296 hitter on the year. The pitch by Crandall. Just misses, didn't miss by much. It's a ball and a strike to Saylor. Riley Crandall with the pitch, and that one is looped on the right side. Casey West kind of overruns it a little bit there. So a slow looper, and Saylor will be aboard with 2 outs.
That ball could not have been placed any better. I don't think she intended to do that, but as soon as that ball hit the ground, it like kicked backwards too.
Some spin on it off to the right side. So Marley Nisus will get an at-bat for the Mavs. With 2 down, runner at first base. Nicest 260 hitter on the year. Only player on the team that has played and started every game this year. This is game 44 for UTA. So Nicest a regular in the lineup. Thought about it. They appeal. She did not go around. It's ball 2. Nicest the co-home run leader. She's got 5 on the year. Lindsey Franklin, first baseman, also has 5 for UTA.
Just earning that cleanup spot here in the lineup.
2-0 pitch, fouled right back into the netting. It's 2 balls and a strike. Boy, Riley Crandall, you talked about 107 innings coming into this game tonight. It's a midweek game. You might think non-conference, maybe let her rest for the weekend.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You gotta.
You can't do it.
And she seems like she's able to handle the workload. Pitch fouled straight back. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
For this Baylor team, I think that spot in the circle has kind of been the biggest question mark all year. Always going back to Riley Crandall, really relying on her.
Grounder to third. Long throw by Benford is in time. That'll retire Nicest and the Mavs in the first inning. No runs on a hit. They strand a runner. Baylor coming to bat. Bottom of the first in Waco.
I'm going to be patient in that box, really wait for the pitch that I want.
So bumpers to get the start for UTA this evening. Opponents hitting .299 off of her. Emily Hott to lead off for the Bears. Here's the lineup for Coach Glenn Moore. And the Bears tonight, Hott playing left field, batting first. Presley Pylon at short. Batting second, Shaylin Govan at first base. She'll bat third. First pitch swinging, grounder to first. One pitch, one out. Lindsey Franklin takes it 3 unassisted. Sydney Collazos, cleanup hitter, catching, batting fourth. Aaliyah Benford at third base, batting fifth. Anna Watson, the designated player tonight, batting sixth. Casey West at second base, she'll bat seventh. Taylor Strain in right field, she'll bat eighth. Ashlyn Wackendorf in center field, batting ninth tonight. Lineup for Coach Glenn Moore in his 24th year here at Baylor. Just recently passed the 900 win milestone in his Baylor coaching career. Presley Pylon to the plate, 227 average, starting tonight.
I'd be curious to look. She spent a lot of time in the bottom of the lineup this year.
Slow roller to second base. And the play made there by Emma Lopez. Pylon trying to leg it out.
The rest of that thought was I would be curious to see what her batting average difference is between when she was hitting in the 9-hole to when she's hitting in the 2-hole. Because as of recently, I feel like she's really been producing a lot more from that 2-hole spot.
Boy, so much of it is, what do you want to get done at the top of the lineup? Who does she follow? Who follows her? All those things factor in, don't they?
When you don't realize, just you're pitched differently too at different spots of the lineup, and so sometimes you want to go pitch cautiously to a 2-hole hitter, to a 3-4-5 hitter, and so she's got a great eye, and so she tends to be a little bit more patient in that spot.
And here's Shaylin Govan to the plate. She was up in that number 2 hole for a brief spot, wasn't she?
For a hot minute,
Yeah. Now hitting third, leading hitter in the Big 12, 457 her average. Very
She's earned
healthy
every
average.
bit of that too.
Yes. Riding an 11-game on-base streak is Shaylin Govan. Bumpers delivers. It's called strike. It's 2 balls and a strike to Govan.
You got to love the aggressive approach for Baylor here, but you watch your number 1 pitcher, Riley Crandall, really struggle to find the strike zone, and you come up and you got 2 outs and 3 pitches. You just got to keep that in mind as you're going in, okay? A little tighter on the plate. I got to be a little bit more patient up there.
3-1 the count on Govan. Has walked more than anyone on the Baylor team, as you might have guessed. 30 times total. Pitch by Bumpers. is ball 4, and there is walk number 31 on the year for Govan. Hurt her knee a little bit, what was that, a couple of weeks ago, I guess, the Tech series.
Yeah.
Slide into second base. Left that game, but has come back and appears to be fine. She legged out a double in Austin this weekend, so she's all right.
She definitely helped herself out with that solo home run on Saturday, too.
Here is Sydney Collazos to the plate, 267. Real team leader, senior catcher for the Bears. Bumpers delivers, called strike 1. Van at first base, 2 down in the inning. We're in the bottom of the first, just getting going, Baylor and UTA. Pitch outside to Collazos. 88th meeting all time between these two. As you said, regional rivals. Not a bad trip from Arlington to Waco or vice versa. Pitch up high. It's ball 2.
Those years back, too. I feel like Coach Moore has always reached out and really scheduled this game.
It does go back, yeah.
I remember playing in Arlington, and that was many years ago.
Yeah. Baylor leads the all-time series, 56 wins, 30 losses, 1 tie. Brief conference there between the catcher, Nikki Donahue, and pitcher Gracie Bumpers. Defensive alignment for UTA has Camila Corona at third base. Lena Hampton at short, Emma Lopez at second. Lindsey Franklin at first. Nikki Donahue awaits the pitch behind the plate. It's a high ball 3. Caitlin Saylor in left field. Marley Nisus in center. Nicole Hill in right. Defensive alignment for Coach Kara Dill in her second season as head coach at UTA. Collazos thought that was ball 4. Instead, it's strike 2. So a full count on Collazos.
You gotta love the adjustment made between Shaylin Govan and Collazos here now, too. Just the maturity they bring to this part of the lineup.
This one into right field. That is down for maybe extra bases. Govan will be held at third base. Collazos pulls into second with a 2-out double. First hit of the night for the Bears. The senior Collazos, the double down the right field line.
Well, just doing a great job. Like I said, really taking the time to develop that strike zone, seeing multiple pitches, and then finally with 2 strikes, throwing hard. Her hands at that outside pitch, getting her money's worth.
Run down nicely by Nicole Hill. That keeps Govan from scoring from first base. So Baylor with 2 in scoring position. Here is Aaliyah Benford. Benford first pitch called strike 1. See her average 179. Very un-Benford-like.
Un-Benford-like.
Would you say?
Absolutely.
You would think, given some more opportunities, that would begin to rise. And now's a good time, mid-April.
Well, it's not because she can't do it. It's not because she doesn't have the skill. It's definitely there. Just sometimes it's the mental struggle in your head. And thinking about everything that she overcame last year, only playing 11 games, going through knee surgery, bouncing back, trying to be a pitcher, trying to be a hitter. There's a lot she's battling.
Takes that one, called strike 3, inner part of the plate. Goes down looking. Baylor strands a couple of runners in the first. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second from Getter.
Her victories, but then even 900 at Baylor. You talk about leaving a legacy.
Those are some big numbers. Here's Lindsey Franklin, leads off the second inning with a home run shot right down the line. Out of the ballpark to left, UTA takes a 1-0 lead on Baylor.
She absolutely got all of that ball, too.
Franklin, home run number 6 on the year. RBI number 28. Team leader in both of those. Only question on that was, would it stay fair or foul? And it was definitely inside the foul pole for a 1-0 UTA lead. Here's Kaylee Cavazos to the plate, the designated player for UTA. Cavazos, 245 average on the year. Like Crandall gives up the home run here for a 1-0 lead. One the count on Cavazos. Crandall delivers. This one's hit hard to short. Presley Pylon makes the play. It's out number 1 here in the second inning.
I just love how she gets her feet set, and she just is so still and steady out there. That was a hard shot ball. Makes it look so easy.
Well, you don't want to get rushed, do you? You know you got to field it cleanly, get the throw off, do it quick, but you can't be rushed in the process. There's Elena Hampton to the plate, the shortstop for UTA. Joe Coons in the third base coaching box for the Mavs. Coach Kara Dill in the first base box. There's another opportunity for Pylon. Throws on the run. That'll retire Hampton with out number 2. Saw Presley Pylon in the kind of the runway of the dugout prior to the game. She had a string she was pulling toward her nose, and I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm focusing." I said, "How does that work?" And she showed me a chart where she looks at with both of her eyes and focuses. And then the string, she just focuses right down the string. And she said it really helps. Said it would help anybody with their eyesight. I took that to mean me. But something, I said, "You do that every game?" She says, "Yes." So really interesting.
You'd think that's something that really comes with like concussion training, like coming back from a concussion, really training your eyes and your brain again.
It's a really good point. It's an 0-2 count on Nikki Donahue, the catcher for UTA. Mavs won 2 out of 3 from Utah Valley last weekend. We showed you that in the open. And the last game, Donahue went 4 for 4 with a walk. Big part of that win.
Wow.
3 one-run games. The Mavs took 2 of 3.
Yeah, and the 2 win games going to extra innings.
It's down low, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Donahue. 311 hitter on the year. 4th leading hitter on the team. Mavs 17 and 26 overall. They're just 2 and 11 in true road games this year. This one hit in the air to left field. It's carrying well, and that one is gone. Second home run of the inning for UTA. Nikki Donahue leaves the yard, her first home run of the season.
You gotta love that for her. You think of the size of Getterman Stadium, the wind blowing in, and she just got all of Riley Crandall's pitch right there.
So first home run of the season and the 44th game of the year for Donahue, and it's a 2-0 lead for UTA.
That first home run always feels so good, too. See with that fist pump right there.
2-0 Mavs. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Emma Lopez, the second baseman. First pitch, strike 1 to her. So Crandall's given up 3 hits in an inning and 2/3, 2 of them home runs. Lopez, 176 hitter on the year. Freshman in the lineup playing second base. The pitch grounded to second. Casey West has it to Govan, and that is the inning. But 2 solo homers by UTA, middle of the second. 2-0 lead for the visitors from Arlington. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Look at all the games that are on there. There's so many games on there. Here for Baylor, leading off the second is Anna Watson, and she leaves the yard. Anna Watson, a home run on the first pitch she sees to start the second inning.
Yeah, what a hit.
First home run of the season for Anna Watson. And the Bears cut the deficit to 2-1.
Who cares if the wind's blowing in tonight, John?
Wow. How about Anna Watson?
Think of all the games we've watched here at Gettleman Stadium this year, and to have 3 home runs in 1 inning of work.
We may not have seen 3 home runs total in the games we've done this year. So Watson, her first home run of the season, makes it a 2-1 game. Here's Casey West to the plate. West, the second baseman. Bumpers giving up home run number 7 on the year. This one's hit hard on a line, but chased down by Nicole Hill. Well, that ball was struck very well, but it's out number 1.
You hate that for Casey West. Just hit so well. Thinking it's in the gap. And great job by Hill.
One down, here's Taylor Strain to the plate, the Bears right fielder. Right for home runs so far, at least to start the game. 2 by UTA, 1 for Baylor. Strain a .305 average on the year. Ball up high, it's a ball and a strike. 2 Strain. Product of Robinson High School. Well-rounded athletic department at Robinson. Saw Chris Lancaster at lunch today, the football coach there. Lonnie Judd, the athletic director. Where they encourage their student athletes to participate in different sports. They want them to focus on just one.
I love that.
Helps them be well-rounded. Yeah, it's great. 2-1 the count on Strain. 1 out, nobody on. Bumpers delivers, and it's fouled back. Especially at a young age, maybe even when you get into high school, it just there's benefits in there to play in different sports, not just locking in on one.
Well, not only like the physicality where you're staying in shape and you're moving and you're gaining all that athleticism, but the discipline that each different type of sport can produce. When you think about the patience that softball and baseball produces compared to like the just the quickness and the recovery of like volleyball or the strength that football and all the different disciplines that develop you as an athlete as a whole.
Yeah, and they're all different, you know. There's a liner to second base. One tagged pretty well by Strain, but right at Lopez, and that's out number 2.
They're finally settling in here and putting some good swings on some strong pitches. Bottom of the first inning, a lot of chasing. Maybe jumping on a pitch too early that's not necessarily your pitch.
This one, Walkendorf to the plate. Third-year junior from Lorena. One of the local high school products. Takes it up high. It's ball 1 to Walkendorf. .359 average for her. Has played well defensively in center field also.
I was just say I love her tenacity and just the discipline. Here we go again of it took for her to wait for that spot, wait for her chance, and then really proving herself and earning that spot in center field this year.
We know the count to Walkendorf. Baylor with the sweep at the hands of Texas this past weekend. Drops to 5-13 in league play. Swinging strike 1. We're in 8th in the Big 12 standings right now. But their RPI is 21.
Wow.
So, I mean, it shows, and they've played statistically the toughest strength of schedule of any team in the country. 22-17 overall. 15 of their 17 losses to teams that have been ranked or receiving votes. She's safe at first base. Nice bunt, deadened it right out in front of the plate, and then beat it out for a 2-out infield bunt single.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous bunt right there. Catches it on the end of the bat. You can see just the spin of the ball die right away. Walkendorf even beats second baseman over to the bag.
Yeah. So Walkendorf aboard at first base. Got there quickly out of the left-hand batter's box. Here's Emily Hott. Hott fouls the first one back. Walkendorf had her sights set on second base. Didn't know that Hott had fouled the ball off.
Her teammates did not help her out on that one.
He did not. She went all the way to the bag and slid in head first. Hott grounded out to first base unassisted first time up tonight. Pitch outside, ball and a strike to Emily Hott. 322 hitter. Has just been tremendous for Baylor in that leadoff role.
Well, just not your conventional leadoff batter either. But knowing that she's got a hot bat, she's swinging well, and why not put her in that spot? Because you either have to walk her to put her on, which you don't want it, or you're giving up a big hit to start the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. You look at the Baylor players, you look at their style of play, you look at their numbers. You wouldn't put Emily Hott as your leadoff hitter.
Not usually, yeah.
So hit into center field. Isis is there, makes the catch, and that is the inning. Bears get a run. They pull within one. The home run by Anna Watson. 2-1 Mavs, end of 2. Okay. Hill walked, was doubled off first back in the first inning. Doubled off in the line drive to third base, and Leah Benford made the throw across to double her up. 2-0 the count on Nicole Hill, 276 hitter on the year.
And when you talk about typical leadoff hitters, you think in your head it's something like this. What Nicole Hill brings, just a slapper. It's got some good speed, can place the ball. Not necessarily your Emily Hott that you face.
Baylor's got the corners in close. That's Benford at third. Govan at first. 2-1 the count on Hill. It's by Riley Crandall. That is away, ball 3. She walked Hill to start the game on 4 pitches.
You've seen a completely different side of Riley Crandall tonight. Really struggling to find the zone, and then when she is throwing strikes, leaving it over the plate.
There's ball 4. So Hill has walked both plate appearances against Crandall, a leadoff walk. Here comes Camille Corona, leading hitter for the Mavs to the plate. First inning hit it hard, but lined it right to Aaliyah Benford at third base. They're still tight on the corners with Corona at the plate. It's down to Coach Coons at third base. It's by low and away. It's ball 2, 2-0. The count, that'll get Collazos out from behind the plate to go talk to Riley Crandall. Get Glenn Moore out of the Baylor dugout also talking to home plate umpire Brian Crochet. That may be it. May be the night for Crandall.
Just not on her game tonight. Coming in, throwing a bunch of innings against Texas for sure, but just not, really struggling to find the zone. He said leaving the ball over the plate. Coach Moore's having to make a change.
So it looks like Casey West will step in the circle. We'll give you her numbers when we come back. Pitching change for Baylor. Top of the third. We'll be right back.
Under the sun, more than yes, the sun is shining under the sun. People young in love are pining under the sun.
Spring Hill Toyota is your one-stop shop for new and used vehicles. And we have plenty of in-stock models to choose from. Get the new 2024 Toyota.
From second base, into the pitching circle. Junior from second base, into the pitching circle. Junior from Liberty. She is 3-1 on the year, 4.71 ERA. 17th appearance on the year. She does have 3 saves on the season, 32 2/3 innings pitched by Casey West, 22 strikeouts, 21 walks on the year. So that's the night for Riley Crandall. Leah Crand enters the game to play second base. First hitter that West will face is Camille Corona. Corona lined to third base her first time up tonight. Third where Benford is in close. Inherits a 2-0 count and 2 pitches out of the strike zone, and Corona draws the walk. So back-to-back walks for UTA to start this third inning. Walks 2 and 3 on the night by Baylor pitchers. Kelly, it looks like Casey West changed gloves when she goes into the circle. Is that right?
I think she did.
What's the difference?
It's probably not a whole lot of difference. I'm going to guess glove at second base is probably a little bit smaller to get that ball in and out of. And you probably want something to hide your pitches a little bit more in the glove here as a pitcher. You can kind of see here in a second she's going to spin that ball in her glove and get a good grip on it. You don't want to give anything away.
Facing Caitlin Saylor. Saylor, the infield single her last time up. (2-1) UTA leads over Baylor. Mavs have 2 aboard with nobody out here in the third inning. Collazos keeps that one in front of her. It's 2 balls and a strike to Saylor. 303 average on the year. Pitch chop foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Talked about Baylor in the 21 RPI. Very, very good RPI, very high. In good shape to make the NCAA tournament. Just 22 and 17 overall. They need wins. These midweek games are very important. Grounder to third. Benford will throw out Saylor. Both base runners advance. 1 down in the inning. Runners at second and third for UTA.
Yeah, not only do you need, does Baylor, does a team in that kind of situation need wins, but they need that confidence boost. I mean, you're going into play UCF this weekend. You come off #1 Texas last weekend. Oklahoma just a few weeks ago, and so you know it can weigh on you mentally when you're a competitor and you want to get in there and you want to win and you expect to finish in the top of the Big 12, and then you look at a 22 and 17 record, and so you need wins just for the mentality purpose of it alone.
Marley Nisus to the plate, grounded out to third, her first time up, and 1 the count on her here. Isis, the center fielder. Hill, the runner at third. Corona, the runner at second. Both reached via the walk. Led to the Baylor pitching change in the third. Casey West delivers. This is foul down the right field line. Went the other way with it, much like Sydney Collazos did in the first inning. Ended up a double for Collazos.
Well, unless the pitcher that's going to step in there, she's not going to throw super hard, but her biggest weapon against her is just where she can place the ball. And you see both from her and Riley Crandall really struggling to find that zone tonight. So she's going to have to stay outside a little bit more than she would normally would. But, gosh, Nice is just doing a great job of getting that bat out there and fouling it off.
The ball 2 strikes to her. Infield is drawn in for the Bears. They get a ball hit right at an infielder. They'll try to come home. 1-2 pitch. Swinging strike 3. Koyazos makes the tag. That is a big second out for the Bears here in the third.
Just a big play by Koyazos right there. That ball in the dirt, first base open. You don't necessarily want bases loaded after working so hard for that strikeout. Digging that ball right away and making the tag. You certainly don't want to make that excess throw down there.
2 down in the inning. Here is Lindsey Franklin to the plate. Had the home run right down the line to left. Baylor going to walk Lindsey Franklin to load the bases. I'll give her a shot right now at home run number 7 in the year. To load the bases, get a force at any base. There are 2 down in the inning. This will be the 3rd walk of the inning, but this one of the intentional variety. And Franklin trots down to first base.
Not a bad idea. You don't love the walk, and you don't love to load the bases, but you certainly don't want to give up 3 extra runs.
Brings Kaylee Cavazos to the plate. Cavazos grounded to short her first time up tonight. That's with the bases loaded. First one fouls it straight back. Casey West going after her. Bases loaded. 2-1 lead for UTA over Baylor. Mavs batting in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch. That is a called strike. Yeah, I thought it was. It's ball 1. Sorry about that. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Thank you and just about everybody else in the stands.
1-1 pitch from West. Fouled away. Bounces off the netting. Got Steve Campbell down there. He's in his mind calling balls and strikes, isn't he?
I wonder if that's why he chooses to sit right there.
Steve's former umpire. 1-2 the count.
Called many games on this field.
There's a grounder to first. Govan has it on her own, and that is the inning. UTA loads the bases, leaves them loaded. Middle of the 3rd, 2-1, Mavs. Run of the year for Anna Watson. 2-1 lead for the Mavs. Presley Pylon leads off the 3rd inning for Baylor. Pylon grounded out to second base her first time up tonight. So 3 solo home runs, accounting for all the runs tonight by both teams combined. Wind is blowing in, as it normally is.
Maybe I don't believe you, John.
I know. Just look at the flags. Maybe not gale force winds like sometimes we have, but still, all those home runs hit into the wind. 1 pitch to Pylon. This is hit on a line to second base. Lopez makes the grab, shoulder high for out number 1. Baylor hitting some balls on the screws, but right at defensive players. Last inning, that line out by Casey West to right field. And then Taylor Strain, the line out to Lopez at second base. This one by Pylon. Here's Shaylin Govan. Govan reached on a walk. Got all the way around to 3rd, her first time up tonight. Getting on base, that'll extend her on-base streak to 12 straight games for Govan. Longest current streak on the team. All outside, it's 2 balls, no strikes. Stephen F. Austin transfer, Shaylin Govan.
You know who holds the longest streak for most on base?
Oh, this is good.
I don't necessarily know.
You can't ask the question if you don't know the answer.
I'm asking you. I have a guess.
Okay.
I think it's Lindsey Cargill.
Oh, really?
I'm not positive about
Okay.
that though.
We need to find the answer.
There have been some very good players. You're talking 30-plus games. But I'm not sure about that one.
All right, we're going to check your work, see if that is correct. 3-1 the count on Shaylin Govan. 1 out, nobody on. Bears half of the 3rd inning, trailing 2-1. With ball 4, she's walked twice in 2 plate appearances. So you're not saying necessarily hitting streak, just an on-base streak.
On-base streak.
Okay.
Consecutive games on base.
Caroline Rowett will run at first base for Shaylin Govan.
It's where you miss the old days when you have that big old book and you can thumb through.
That's right. That's right.
See the leading stats.
Big old book. They don't even print those anymore.
I bet.
It's an almanac, and it's online. It'd be available online. We'll ask Katie Gilmore. Katie is Baylor Athletic Communications for softball.
Certainly she would know.
She would know. Here's Collazos to the plate. This one high in the air, left side of the infield. Corona at third makes the catch for out number 2. Two down for the Bears in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rowett, the pinch runner, remains at first base. Here is Aaliyah Binford. Binford batted with runners at 2nd and 3rd in the 1st inning. It's called out on strikes. So this one foul, first base side. It'll find the concourse.
Binford just looking for that breakout hit. You talk about confidence and just what these midweek games can bring, and that's one of them. She needs that something that's going to boost her out of this and help her team right now.
Pitch skips in front of the plate. Rowett takes advantage and moves on to second base.
I think the last 4 steps were hunched over, ready to slide, and then decides not to at the last second.
It's a 1-1 count on Binford. The pitch. This one is hit into center field, hopped over by Rowett. It'll carry to the wall. Rowett will score from second base. Aaliyah Binford, a clutch double, and the Bears tie the game at 2 in the 3rd inning.
You just talk about that breakout hit, and you can just see it on her face right there. Just the relief that comes through. Finally hit a ball hard, finally got through the infield. She got all of it, and you can just see the excitement with an extra, not only a hit, but now an RBI.
So we're knotted at 2 here. Baylor still going. 2 outs, runner at second. Here's Anna Watson to the plate. Home run, her first time up tonight. Lines this one hard off to the left side. Watson, .254 average. For Baylor as a team, home run number 15 on the year. Not a huge number. One pitch. This one's hit hard to right center field. Giving chase, they're not going to get it. That one will bounce off the wall. Scoring from second base is Binford. That's an RBI double by Anna Watson. And the Bears take the lead over UTA 3-2.
You love those back-to-back doubles that just, score 2 runs there with the heads-up base running by Carolyn Rowett that puts herself at second base to start all of that. And allows Watson and Binford to do their work.
That ball carried really well off the bat of Watson. Baylor has the lead for the first time tonight, 3-2 over UTA.
Watson working her way up into the lineup today. And says, I'm going to get my money's worth tonight. Let me show you what I can do.
A home run and a double, 2 RBIs, her first 2 at-bats. Here's Casey West to the plate. West began the night as the second baseman. Now in the circle as the pitcher, relieving Riley Crandall. Pitch off the plate, ball 1 to West, who lined out to right field her first time up. Walk and 2 doubles for the Bears. They've plated 2 runs so far here in the 3rd inning. Pitch by Bumpers. And to third, she is safe at third base. Close play at third base, but Watson steals third.
Just a foot race there between Hampton and you can see that ball's just loose in the glove. Looks like they're going to review that.
So that play is under review. Close play on the steal attempt by Anna Watson.
Well, and West showing bunt in the box really gives time and kind of blocks that view for Donahue. And then, like I said, it becomes a foot race between Watson and Hampton. And the ball's there, but it's such a tricky situation to run to the base, make that, catch the throw, put the tag on.
So our first review of the night. I'll show you what we have here in a moment. Lots of good speed on the base paths. Showed it there. Again, the call in the field was safe at third base. So they've got to have irrefutable evidence, video evidence otherwise to overturn this. Comes with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Baylor leading 3-2 over UTA. How many games do we see that, all you see really are singles? Tonight it's been extra bases galore for both teams.
Yeah.
Home run, 3 doubles for Baylor. 2 home runs in the 3 hits for UTA.
Watson waiting patiently there.
All right, here's one look at it.
Well, one thing we know is there's no obstruction on the play.
That's a really good point.
It's hard to tell if that.
Go get a workout in real quick. Do some bench press.
And was that Hampton covering from shortstop?
Uh-huh.
It was, wasn't it? So she had a long way to go. Hampton from short over to cover the steal attempt in the bag at the third base. And the review is he's out at third base. So overturned on review, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So Watson thrown out trying to steal third. That's the inning. Bears do play a couple of runs. End of 3 at Getterman Stadium. 3-2 Bears. We'll visit with Glenn Moore when we come back.
We've squared some up that's gone right to their second baseman as well. So good job offense. We just got to settle down in the circle.
That was going to be my question. Just kind of got to give it to Casey West coming in for Riley Crandall, but just what adjustment do you tell your pitchers in the circle?
We got to throw strikes. I mean, we can't work behind the count. It's been the story for the last month, I think, and working behind it just gives the offense too much advantage, and they know that too, but for some reason we're not in sync. We've got to figure it out. Casey did do a good job coming into a pressure situation and getting us out of that.
Glenn, thanks very much.
All right, appreciate it.
Glenn Moore, Baylor softball coach, visiting with us between innings. Baylor up 3-2.
Well, that's what those midweek games are for. I mean, just if you're going to try a different approach and try to grow and do something different, these Tuesday night games are great for that.
So it is Casey West in the circle for the Bears. There's Elena Hampton at the plate. Hampton starts the fourth inning for UTA. Hampton, the shortstop that made that play, took the throw coming down from the catcher. That got Anna Watson. Play under review was overturned and was the third out of the inning. Give Hampton credit defensively for covering that ground, getting over there, making the catch and applying the tag. She's 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to short. And it's a 2-0 count to start against Elena Hampton. .226 her average on the year. The pitch by West. Low and inside, ball 3. I think Glenn said it pretty succinctly. You got to throw strikes.
I mean, West is coming right here, down in the count, 3-0. It's really hard to overcome that. And like right now, if you're coming in trying not to walk her, you're throwing a fat pitch down the middle.
There is strike 1. Hampton Takey. Baylor pitchers, Crandall and West, have walked 4 batters. One of those was intentional. 4 walks through the first 3 innings. 3-1 pitch here. That is hit into the netting. Strike 2. Shaylin Govan chases it down in foul ground. UTA head coach Kara Dill in the first base coaching box. It's a little different, isn't it, to have the head coach in the first base box?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, a lot of times if the head coach doesn't go to third base box, they stay in the dugout.
Right,
They're not out there at all.
Right. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Hampton goes down looking. West with the strikeout for the first out of the fourth.
Kudos to Casey West for going up or down 3-0 in that count and coming back and getting the strikeout. See that screwball just catching that inside corner.
There is Coach Dill in the first base coaching box. Her second season as head coach at UTA. 6 years prior to that, the pitching coach at Texas A&M. She is a graduate and played at the University of Kentucky.
You're a little familiar with that, aren't you, John?
I like that. All SEC player at UK. So your mind wanders. You think about Baylor and Kentucky in the World Series in 2014. It's Nikki Donahue at the plate. She graduated in 2013, but she was an assistant on that team.
Okay.
In 2014. Largest comeback in Women's College World Series history. Baylor coming back to beat Kentucky. What a game.
It's crazy. I've watched a lot of Baylor softball over the years, and I can remember where I was watching that game. It's just
right.
the feeling, especially in that bunt with 2 strikes at the very end goes down, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, man. It skips in, and that is ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Nikki Donahue. So Baylor at one time had the largest World Series comebacks in World Series, so baseball, and Women's College World Series, softball. One in softball still stands. I think someone has had a bigger comeback in Omaha since Baylor came back to beat Tulane. That was in 2005. Zach Dillon, a key role player there. Zach back on Mitch Thompson's staff.
My brother at that World Series.
Oh, yeah?
Working with the director of operations and helping with baseball at that time.
For Tulane?
Oh, no, for Baylor.
Oh, for Baylor, yes. There's a swinging strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Casey West to start the fourth inning. Look, Donahue, who had the solo home run her first time up, strikes out here. That's 3 strikeouts in an inning of work by Casey West. And here's Emma Lopez to the plate.
You can see there's not a whole lot fancy about that pitch, just a screwball down and in. But it's the placement and it's the throwing strikes that makes all the difference.
Lopez grounded out to second, her first time up tonight. That's here with 2 outs, nobody on. Infield in tight for Lopez, the 9-hole hitter. 3-2 Baylor lead. Runs up in the box, but it's ball 1. Casey West with the pitch. As a high ball 2, so 2-1 now to Lopez. Back-to-back strikeouts for West, by West, to start this 4th inning. She's taking that advice from Glenn Moore to heart. Throw strikes.
She is. Now she can learn the throw strikes early. She's putting a lot of work on herself, working back in these accounts.
Grounder to short, pylon to Govan, and that is the inning. UTA shut down in order for the first time tonight. We'll visit with UTA head coach Kara Dill.
It's a big deal with these quality pitchers that Baylor has. So, yeah, I like what we're seeing offensively. You know, a pitch or two in that 3rd inning, you know, changes the game a little bit. So, but we'll keep fighting. We'll keep working.
Talking about pitchers, Bumper's doing great in the circle for you tonight.
Yeah, she's commanding her stuff really well, working both sides of the plate and a little change of speed. She continues to get better. She's a veteran on our staff. She knows how to compete. She knows how to play. Full circle moment. This was the first midweek that she started. She told me that her freshman year.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So she was excited to start today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks for your time. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
it. Thank you. It's Coach Kara Dill, her 2nd year as the head coach at UTA. Pitching coach at Texas A&M 6 years prior to Arlington. Native of LaGrange, Ohio, and played at the University of Kentucky. So a 3-2 lead for the Bears as Baylor comes to bat, bottom of the 4th inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Casey West was at the plate when Anna Watson was thrown out trying to steal 3rd. On review, she was thrown out, originally called safe.
Casey at the bat.
Oh, I like that. It's 52 of the night by Bumpers. The liner into left field, almost misjudged it there, but Saylor came in, then had to go back and reach up and make the catch. Boy, that is another ball that was hit really well, but ends up being a line drive out for the Bears.
I was just going to say that. And then second one by Casey West, doing a great job earlier in the game, taking that ball to that right center gap, and then now just a solid hit out to left field. Just continues the tally of the Adam hits here for Baylor. Just hitting right at him.
Well, we just visited with Coach Dill. She didn't offer that might be the last batter that Bumpers faces, but it was. I'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back.
Will I have the money to send my kid to college?
Order for Synovus? Are you Synovus?
Yes. I do have a few questions.
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance. Let's talk about your potential today.
Put Fructy Slick and Shine to the test with Argan Oil and Cara System.
Emily Holscher comes in from the pen. She'll take over for the starter Gracie Bumpers here in the 4th inning. Holscher, a left-hander. She is a senior, 5th-year player from Robinson High School. Played at UT Dallas, now UTA.
Look at that, facing Taylor Strain.
Oh,
the Robinson High School alumni herself.
Wow. So Robinson Alumni Night here at Veterans Stadium, in addition to Throwback Night.
I think she knows a little bit about what she pitches.
You got to think those two probably know each other pretty well. Is that part of the reason for the timing for the pitching change here? We'll find out.
We should have asked Coach.
Yeah, let's get her back on the horn with us. So Taylor Strain batting. 1 down, nobody on. Holscher's first pitch, just off the plate, ball 1. 52 pitches by Bumpers. And she gives way to Emily Holscher. Holscher's 12th appearance on the year, 0-2 record. It's low ball 2, 8.11 ERA, 19 innings of work for Holscher. 10 strikeouts, 10 walks. Opponent's hitting .389 off of her. She is a left-hander. That is a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to what we assume to be her former high school teammate, Taylor Strain, right? I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Holscher's a 5th-year senior, Strain a 4th-year senior. Looped into center field. Nices can't get there. Bounces off her glove. Strain hustling into second base. Boy, she never stopped running. Ran hard around first all the way to second.
Oh, really textbook. I mean, as soon as you know you mishit that ball and it's popped up, she goes full speed from the box. And like you said, never stops, never holds up.
So aboard at second with 1 down. There's another extra base hit for the Bears. We've got 6 hits total. 5 of those have been extra base hits. 4 doubles and a home run. There's Ashlyn Wackendorf. Wackendorf, the bunt single back in the second inning. The only non-extra base hit by Baylor. Waves at that first one, strike 1.
You almost wonder if she misses a sign there, thinking a little hit and run or something. Because that ball was completely out of the zone.
Yeah, it almost looked like, okay, you told me to swing. I'm going to swing.
And throw my hands at this ball.
Right. 1-1 the count on her here. Pitch by Holscher is away, ball 2. Taylor Strain, the runner at second base. The bloop double into center field. Shows bunt, that's strike 2 to Wackendorf. Is leading 3-2 over UTA.
Trying that bunt attempt right there and just not as successful as she was in the last at bat.
Laid down a beauty the last time. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Holscher with the strikeout of Wackendorf for the second out in the 4th inning.
Talk about just the backwards pitching. That's just a backwards at bat right there, too.
Here's the leadoff hitter, Emily Hott for the Bears. First pitch, strike 1. Hott here in the 4th inning, already her 3rd at bat. 0 for 2 so far. Did line out to center field last time. And several line outs by Baylor hitters this evening.
And scattered all over the field. A lot at second base and in right field, but really just scattered all over.
1 pitch, outside ball 2. Strain takes a generous lead off second base every pitch. Good speed on the base paths. Here's the 2-1 to Hott. Up high, ball 3. Now the 3-1 is fouled away. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Emily Hott. Wind has really died down as the sun has set. Almost no wind whatsoever right now. Of course, it didn't seem to matter earlier. We had 3 solo homers, 2 by UTA, 1 by Baylor. Into the wind. The 3-2 to Hott. Popped up left side of the infield. Shortstop Hampton gives way to the third baseman Corona. She makes the catch, and that is the inning. Holscher gives up the double, but gets the Bears out of the inning. Into 4th, 1-run Baylor lead. 12. Kelly with 3 Big 12 series remaining, and they're against the 3 new teams in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah.
UCF comes in this weekend. They go to BYU next weekend. And they close at home against the University of Houston.
Gotta love it. I love all the additions to softball in the Big 12.
About next year, you're going to love it when Arizona and
course I
Arizona
am.
State and Utah come in.
Of course I am.
Casey West came on in relief of the starter. Riley Crandall came on in the third inning. This is the top of the order with Nicole Hill leading off this fifth inning. Hill shows bunt. That's a called strike two. I think that Big 12 tournament in Oklahoma City, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And it always is. Great competition. Slow roller. Benford. The throw. She got her at first base. Benford up closer, cut in front of Presley Pylon, and made a throw on the money to first base to retire Nicole Hill.
Well, and Govan just standing in there tough, taking that bullet from Benford.
Wow, bang, bang play at first base.
Not third base.
First. Here is Camille Corona. 0 for 1 with a walk for UTA. Baylor 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. UTA 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 2 of the 3 hits for the Mavs, solo home runs.
Well, and just really quieting down since Casey West has been in the circle.
Casey West has done a terrific job. Came on with 1 on, nobody out in the third inning. Mavs did load the bases. She had a strikeout in that inning, 2 more strikeouts in the fourth. Retired the side in order for the first time tonight in the fourth inning. 2-1 pitch. Just off the plate, ball 3. West has retired 5 straight since that intentional walk of Lindsey Franklin back in the third. The 3-1 pitch. Back to the circle, West fields and fires and gets her at first base.
That's when you love to have that infielder who's also pitching tonight. Can field her position.
Yeah, you feel very comfortable, don't you, with her if a grounder goes to her. She made it smooth, even with the different glove. There's Caitlin Saylor to the plate.
Maybe I made a big deal of it. Maybe it's just her good luck pitching glove. I mean, she was the first Baylor player to throw a perfect game. And so
this is true.
Maybe she's like, hey, I did it with this glove. I'm always going to pitch with this glove.
Don't change a thing, right? First pitch, strike 1 to Saylor. 1 for 2 on the night. Infield single in the first, ground out to third in the third. 1-1 count on her here. Saylor, the freshman from Salina. 300 batting average, takes ball 2.
Look at that, 100 at-bats. I mean, that's some easy math right there.
30 hits?
30 hits, 100 at-bats.
2 down with nobody on. Here's the 2-1 pitch by West. Fouled back, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, does that say 3 home runs up there next to it?
I think that's right. Yep, 3 home runs.
So there's some easy math right there, too.
It's all going to change with this 101st at bat of the year right here. 2-2 from West. Staying alive, Saylor fouls it back.
Staying alive on throwback night.
Oh, there you go. Was a little Earth, Wind, and Fire pregame, and I got to tell you, everybody that was here was in favor of it, not just me.
Okay.
I'm serious. Everybody.
I think there was a lot of head scratching going on.
No. I think Miss Sue Getterman was even in favor of that. Sue is here tonight. Always great to see her.
I love when she's out at the ballpark.
What a lovely lady. She really is. Sailor stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs with nobody on. Here's the pitch by Casey West. Misses inside, ball 4. Snaps the string of 5 straight retired by Casey West. Sailor at first base. Here's Marley Nisus to the plate. Nisus 0 for 2, grounded out to third, was a strikeout victim of Casey West back in the third. Pitch called strike 1. .256 hitter is Nisus, center fielder. Throw behind her down to first base. Yazos to Govan, and Sailor is back safely.
Nisus wearing that number 88. You don't see that very often.
It's true. It's got to be a story there, right?
You'd think. Although I say that, and Baylor has an 88 and a 99.
I know. If I see those kind of odd numbers, I always think there's some kind of story there.
It's got to be.
Nisus, a sophomore out of Cedar Park, played at Leander High School.
Yeah, Leander, the Leander. Mm-hmm.
The Leander, what?
There's multiple Leanders now.
Really?
Yeah, that whole area is totally grown up.
Well, it says Cedar Park, Leander High School.
Okay.
There's not a Leander High School in Cedar Park, is there?
I don't know. You're testing me now. I know there's more than one Leander in this Leander school district. High schools.
Gotcha. She's from that area.
There you go.
2-2 the count on her. Which misses ball 3, going to a full count. Second consecutive batter. Nisus, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Casey West trying to end the inning right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch hit into the gap in left center field. That'll carry to the wall. Rounding third, being sent home. That's Sailor. The throw is late. A run-scoring double off the bat of Marley Nisus with 2 down in the 5th inning. And we are tied at 3 in the 5th.
Just a beautiful hit and run put in motion. Sailor was running all the way from the pitch and just keeps her hands tight there. Nice extension. Allowing Sailor to score all the way from first.
Relay from Pylon. A little bit late, but Sailor slides in. We are tied at 3. Kelly, what do you think they're looking at here?
I'm thinking they're going to see if she left early at first.
I got you.
Like I said, you see her in movement, in motion, taking off from the pitch.
Well, while we've got a second review of the night, we have the answer to the question. And again, for future reference, you can't ask a question unless you know the answer.
Okay, that's
or somebody
fair.
with us knows the answer. But
well, I mean, it takes away from all of this, though, the anticipation.
So your question was?
Which Baylor player holds the consecutive on-base streak?
Okay, because Shaylin Govan is at 12 straight right now, modest streak. So the answer is?
KK Tuman.
Oh.
All right, 44.
44.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. 2013, 2014 season.
I mean, you think of this is the 44th game that UTA has played this year? I mean,
that's right.
That would be like getting on base every game.
Yeah. So really impressive. Gives us a chance to mention the name of Caitlin Tooman, which is fun. Brings it full circle. We talked about Baylor and Kentucky in the Women's College World Series in 2014. Tooman was a part of that team. Joe Coons, the third base coach, awaiting the result of this review.
Well, here's the other part for you. There are 6 high schools in Leander ISD.
6?
6 high schools.
Okay.
Cedar Park, Glen High, Leander High School, Rouse, Vandegrift, and Vista Ridge.
Right, okay. So there's a Cedar Park High School in Leander. Is there a Leander High School in Cedar Park?
Cedar Park.
The way this roster is written, that's what it says.
Yeah.
All right, high schools, Texas high schools
There you go.
for 200 while we await the review. So if this stands, it's a 3-3 game. UTA has a runner at second base with 2 down. If it's overturned, if she did leave earlier, Baylor keeps the lead at 3-2, and the inning is over. Gracie West, Sydney Collazos await.
See the rock in motion there. Can't necessarily see, but I mean, Casey West hasn't even made it to 12 o'clock in the circle there. Just see the ball on the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can solidify it on what we just saw.
Okay.
But they have different cameras and different capabilities than we're seeing here.
As things stand right now, 3-3 game, Baylor and UTA. Second review of the night. One requested by the Mavs, and that one was overturned in their favor. First review requested by the Baylor coaches tonight.
We're all just waiting.
Into the Baylor dugout, Glenn Moore, the head coach. Brittany Newman, the pitching coach, associate head coach. Luke Jonigan, assistant coach. Here come the umpires, and they say she's safe, so it will stand. So you'd say worth a shot there, but it stands, and we are tied at 3. Megan Diaz, also assistant coach for Baylor softball, and Danny Price, the outstanding director of operations. So 3-3 game, 2 outs. Runner at second is Marley Nisus, the RBI double. Here is Lindsey Franklin to the plate. Homered her first time up. And the first pitch off the glove of Collazos to the backstop, and Nisus moves on to third. So just like that, Nisus at third base with 2 outs.
I think just how long that review took. I mean, Casey West not throwing anything, kind of standing out there waiting through all of it, and then you see that first pitch come by. Now 2 back-to-back, just nowhere near the zone.
Two 2-0 to Franklin, the home run and the intentional walk are 2 at-bats tonight. Intentionally walked to load the bases. That was back in the 3rd inning. The 2-0. That is outside, ball 3. They'll be pitching carefully to Lindsey Franklin, their home run leader with 6. RBI leader with 28.
That thought just entered my mind as you spoke it, John.
3-0 outside, ball 4. Maybe an intentional walk there.
Yep. Definitely got to respect her bat, especially after what she's already shown she can do tonight.
So 2 aboard with 2 outs. Kaylee Cavazos coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 tonight.
We have a Cavazos and a Collazos.
Brief conference in the circle with Collazos and West. Working out the infield defensive signals there with runners at first and third. I expect UTA to try to pull something. The runner at first base trying to draw the throw and get nicest home from third. This one is hit into center field. That's an RBI single. Base hit off the bat of Kaylee Cavazos. Second run of the inning. UTA regains the lead 4-3.
No need to do anything special on the bases when you can just step in there and come up with a big clutch hit. That ball's just left over the plate. Luckily, it's only a single that came off of that.
Right to the center fielder, Walkendorf. Yeah, if that'd been in the gap. Opportunity for maybe 2 runs there. There's Elena Hampton to the plate, 0 for 2 tonight. UTA has regained the lead with 2 here in the 5th inning. 4-3, they lead Baylor. Called strike, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike on Hampton, hitting .222 on the season. West delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, West just answering back right here and coming right out it. Hampton getting ahead in the zone.
Can end the inning with a strike right here. 1-2. Swing. Nope. Got a piece of it. So she stays alive with a foul ball. Keith Carney, I'm sorry, that's Brian Crochet, the home plate umpire, explains that to Collazos.
I think because he called foul ball, but maybe meant dead ball. I'm not sure.
Skips in by West. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 count, 2 outs, 2 on for UTA. Mavs lead the Bears by a run, 4-3. We're in the 5th inning. The pitch, foul, wide of first base.
Hampton is battling here.
So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Elena Hampton. Pitch by Casey West. Out away again. Comes the 2-2 again from West. This one is looped left side. Aaliyah Benford will take it in foul ground, and that is the inning. But UTA scores a couple, strands a couple. Middle of the 5th, 4-3 Mavs. Western Athletic Conference sitting in 5th place, alone in 5th right now. In second year for Coach Kara Dill, they finished 12-13 last year in conference play, 22-30. So you can see improvement there in year 2. And who's that? Grand Canyon at the top of the WAC standings.
Can we just give a shout out to the WAC and all the purple teams they have?
They have a lot of purple.
Grand Canyon at the top, and then you had Tarleton and SFA and Abilene Christian.
Every shade
so there
of purple,
you go.
Right? That's great. That's Coach Dill before the game about travel in the WAC, and because you look at that, it seems pretty wide flung, but she said half the schools are in Texas, which is true, and they're in the Metroplex. They can fly out of either DFW or Love Field. It's harder for Seattle and Grand Canyon, schools like that, kind of on the fringes of the WAC.
Well, Grand Canyon's super close to Phoenix Sky Harbor,
Phoenix,
too.
Yeah. This is 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Bears in the 5th inning. Baylor trailing by a run. Pylon, another line shot right at the second baseman. Second time she's done that tonight. And that is out number 1 to start the 5th inning. What is going on with those lineouts by the Baylor batters tonight? Brings up Shaylin Govan to the plate. Can tie it with one swing of the bat. Maybe part of the reason she's walked twice in 2 plate appearances tonight. Facing Emily Holscher for the first time. First pitch, ball 1.
Well, and the former SFA Lumberjack, you got to think they might be pretty familiar with her.
There you go, good point. Pitch outside, ball 2 to Govan.
Although the 2 years that Coach Dill has been at the helm, Shaylin Govan's been here at Baylor.
Right.
But still, there's got to be some history there.
This is ball 3, 3-0 to Govan. Very patient hitter. She does walk a lot. And maybe some of those are unintentional, intentional walks. But I think she's got a pretty good eye at the plate also.
Absolutely.
Balled strike. Taking on 3-0.
Just a good mindset. I mean, right there, that 3-0. That pitch looked good coming in, but on the outside corner of the plate, that's not the one you necessarily want to swing at.
Upper part of the zone, strike 2. So from 3-0 to 3-2 to Govan.
I'll just stop talking now.
Now she's got to have that good eye with 3-2 the count. Holscher delivers. Grounded left side. Picked up by Corona. Throw to first will retire Govan for the first time tonight. And that is the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. Two down, Sydney Collazos to the plate. Two down, nobody on. There has not been retired 1, 2, 3 in any inning tonight. The first 2 have been set down here in the 5th by Emily Holscher. Collazos a double to right back in the first inning. Pop out to third base in the 3rd. 2-0 the count on her here. Pitch by the lefty Holscher is called strike. Upper part of the zone again. 2 balls and a strike.
I really love the look of that. Emily's bringing with that lefty coming from the left side.
Yeah, might have been part of the reason she came in. First relief pitcher tonight for UTA. Give a different look from the left side.
Yeah, completely different look. She's getting that outside pitch, a screwball to her. Kind of just catching that outside corner.
2-2 the count. Pitch by Holscher. This one right up the middle into center field, a base hit. Second hit of the night for Sydney Collazos.
Collazos making a day of it.
They're trying to get something going with 2 down here in the 5th inning, trailing by a run. 7th hit tonight by the Bears. Only the second single on the night by Baylor. Benford had a double her last time up. RBI double, came around to score that 2-run third for the Bears. Benford 1 for 2. Pitch by Holscher. Fly ball right field. Hill is there. Makes the catch, and that is the inning. Bears get a single, nothing more. Into 5 at Gatterman Stadium. UTA leads Baylor by 1. The 11th at Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. Great event there. Site of the Women's College World Series. And site of the big Phillips 66 Big 12 Championship.
It's a pretty cool tournament. And then just to be able to play in that venue and that atmosphere, kind of get a little taste and wet your whistle. Definitely want to get back there.
No question. There's a fly ball deep right field. It spins straight around and goes over her head. Donahue will slide in head first at second base. Pretty good shot the opposite way by Donahue, who's 2 for 3 tonight. A home run and now a double leading off the 6th. Extra base parade continues. We have a pinch hitter coming up. Valerie Ornelas has the bat. Looks like Ornelas will bat in the spot previously occupied by Emma Lopez. And we got a pinch runner also. Running at second base is Vanessa Souza. Souza, the freshman from Cypress Ranch High School. So there she is at second base. And Ornelas steps in, right-hand batter's box. Runner at second, nobody out. First pitch to Ornelas called strike 1 from Casey West. Ornella is a senior from Madera, California. Transferred from Cal State Fullerton. All right, Kelly, we haven't played this game in a while.
Southern, John.
Madera is Southern California? That's pretty vague.
that area, they're all thrown in there together.
Yeah, I bet.
Big mush pot.
29 the average for Ornelas. Pitch called strike 2. Top of the order, Nicole Hill waits on deck. Lead off double off the bat of Nikki Donahue. Vanessa Souza running for her at second base. 1-2 pitch. Outside, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I try to play the connection game. Like, how do you go from Madera, California to playing at Cal State Fullerton to transferring to UTA in Arlington?
UTA. Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
It's got to be some sort of connection there.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, swings away. West makes the play at first base. Advancing to third is Souza on the infield ground out, which is out number 1 in the 6th inning. Smart move there. She didn't even think about trying to get the lead runner at third base, so they get the sure out at first. 1 down, and here is Nicole Hill to the plate. Leadoff batter for the Mavs. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. His bunt doesn't connect there. Strike 1. They're in tight on the infield. They'll try to cut the runner down at the plate. Here's the 0-1. It is a bunt. Rolls back into the right-hand batter's box. Foul ball, and that's strike 2. Collazos did a good job to pounce on that ball.
And touch it foul.
Yeah. So 0-2 the count on Hill. Here's the pitch. Just outside, did not miss by much. It's ball 1.
It's a hard pitch to take when you're down in the count with 2 strikes. And you got a runner at third.
Swinging strike 3. That is a big strikeout by Casey West. That is the second out here in the 6th inning.
Just working that outside corner and then coming in, low and in. Getting Hill to swing just right over that. Nowhere even close.
2 down in the inning. Here's Camille Corona. Corona, the leading hitter for UTA, comes up in a key situation here. Runner at third base, 2 down. Corona is 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch by West. Lines it foul down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike to Corona.
So we're talking on-base streak. And Corona herself has a 15-game reached base streak herself.
Wow.
12-game hitting streak.
And 1 foul out of play down the left field line. Really impressive streak.
Really impressive, too, when you consider she's over 2 tonight.
You'd have the walk, so our on-base streak continues. Hit streak might be on the line here. 1-2. Up high, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donahue opened the inning with a double to right. Pinch run 4 by Vanessa Souza. Infield ground out got Souza to third. Then the strikeout of Hill, so there's 2 down. And Souza at third base. Fouled hard off to the left side. In the top of the 6th inning, a 4-3 lead for the UTA Mavs.
Which, if you're looking at stats, UTA is 11-3 on the season when they lead after 5 innings.
Ooh. Impressive numbers. And his line foul again down the left field line.
But you gotta hand it to them. They just keep chipping away. Been in attack mode all night.
Yeah, they've had some battling at bats tonight, haven't they? Fell behind, up 2-0 to start. Fell behind 3-2. Battled back with 2 in the 5th inning to regain the lead. Looking for more here with 2 outs and a runner at third base. 2-2 count on Corona. The pitch. Grounded to third. Dropped by Benford. The throw is in time at first base. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Really close play at first. Ends the inning. It remains a 1-run lead for UTA. Bears come 7. BYU leads Idaho State 6-3. Top of the 4th inning. 3-0 at that point. BYU's game is not final, but Big 12 trailing here. Baylor trailing UTA 4-3. That's what the Bears can get going in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Anna Watson swinging a hot bat. A home run and a double tonight by Baylor's designated player, Anna Watson. Fouls it away. It's a ball and a strike to Watson. I'm sorry, it's no balls, 2 strikes. Home run in the 2nd, her first of the year. Shot over the wall in right field. And a double to center in the 3rd inning. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Watson. Pitch by Holscher. Fouled away. Lynn Moore in the third base coaching box for the Bears. Megan Diaz in the first base coaching box. It's the norm for Baylor. Pitch bounces away. It's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's almost even now. 7 for Baylor, 6 by UTA. Rams lead it by a run in the bottom of the 6th. Hit hard but foul. Right at Megan Diaz in that first base coaching box.
You spoke her name.
The ball found her. Here's the 2-2 from Holscher. Fouled away again. Baylor hosting UCF, 3-game series this weekend. They've got 4 games on the road next week out in Utah. They'll play Utah on Wednesday, right? Utah will be in the Big 12 next year, but a non-conference game on Wednesday. Then the 3-game series against BYU, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Liner to first. Glove there by Franklin at first base. She'll tap the bag to make sure, and that is out number 1. And the first time UTA has retired Anna Watson tonight. Baylor UTA ×2 tonight. Baylor baseball is playing the Mavs up in Arlington, and that game has just ended. Baylor wins over UTA in baseball 3-1.
You were about to say baseball wins.
I was about to say something like that.
Something in baseball. Someone in baseball won.
3-1 win. Baylor baseball's won 9 of their last 10 games. On a nice stretch. They swept BYU in Provo over the weekend.
Some big scores, too.
Yeah.
It's the thin air up in Provo, right?
May be part of it. 0-2 pitch to Casey West.
We'll see if that's true for softball.
Right.
In 2 weeks.
Tell you what, beautiful scenery up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Really nice in Provo. 1-2 is down low, ball 2. Olsher has come in and done a really nice job out of the bullpen for UTA. Olsher, the Robinson High School product. Reaches out, grounds this one to second. Quick throw, gets West at first base. That is out number 2 here in the 6th inning. So 2 down, nobody on. And Taylor Strain to the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. It's this one hard to left field, but on a line, it's caught by Caitlin Saylor, and that is the inning. Baylor retired 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. On to the 7th one-run game in Waco. UCF coming in here. Houston's been a pretty regular opponent for Baylor.
It's kind of crazy. I feel like Baylor's schedule in Big 12 play has always kind of been they start with Oklahoma State, they end with Texas, and then now you just kind of tack on the 3 new teams at the end.
That's funny.
It doesn't work like that for everybody. I mean, it can't, but
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
30-game conference schedule. This is Caitlin Saylor leads off the 7th inning for UTA. Mavs lead by 1 as we reach the 7th. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for UTA. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors by the Bears. Casey West in the circle took over for the starter Riley Crandall in the 3rd inning. It was a 2-1 game at that point. UTA on top. 2 solo home runs off Crandall in the 2nd inning. 3-0 the count here on Saylor. That is a called strike. You know, you think walks maybe an issue tonight. Baylor's pitchers have given up 6 walks. Only one of those has come around to score. There's a swinging strike 2, so from 3-0 to 3-2 on Saylor. only Sailor who walked and scored on Nice's double. The only player that's walked and scored tonight. Three-two, grounded back to the circle. West will make the play. That'll retire Sailor without number 1 in the 7th inning.
We talk about Holscher just doing a great job coming from the bullpen for the UTA, but Casey West has really done a great job too.
Yeah, really good. Only the 2 runs in the 5th inning. Here is Marley Nices at the plate. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1 by Nices, who is 1 for 3. Had that run scoring double in the 5th. Came around to score. What is right now the difference in this game? The 4th run of the game in the 5th. Lined into right field past a diving Leah Cran. Charging hard was Taylor Strain. Didn't have a play at first base. And the Mavs have a 1-out base runner. If you're thinking, how did that baseball game end in Arlington before this game ends in Waco? They did have a 30-minute head start.
Okay.
But still, they played 9 innings, and they are
Still,
finished
yes.
in Arlington. And we're in the 7th inning of this one. And the top of the 7th.
Which is really rare for softball, but I feel like it has not been rare this season.
Well, we've had some lengthy games. Was it Iowa State or Texas Tech, that Friday night game? It was.
I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Next day was an hour and 40 minutes.
It must have been Texas State or Texas Tech.
Yeah, it was the weekend you got engaged because
Yes.
you weren't here.
That was
Saturday
it.
and Sunday.
Yep.
Lindsey Franklin to the plate.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah. Franklin, the home run, got the scoring started in the 2nd, has walked twice since then. 345 average. Called strike. It's 2 balls and a strike to Franklin. Home run and RBI leader for the Mavs. At the plate, Lindsey Franklin. 2-1 pitch by West. Good foul down the left field line. Isis the runner at first base. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Franklin. Pitch just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Great job in this at bat right here.
Franklin, 3rd leading hitter on the team. Came in hitting .339. That average up to .345 with the 2nd inning home run and a couple of walks. And chop foul again. UTA, we told you earlier, just 2-11 in true road games this year. Looking to notch a win in Waco tonight, leading 4-3 in the 7th. Hit hard but foul by Franklin.
She's now fouling off on all sides of the plate. Keep dialed in.
Staying alive, battling against Casey West. Brittany Newman calls the pitches from the Baylor dugout. Here's the 2-2 again, and it's fouled away to the right side. walks will extend the length of the game. Foul balls will extend the length of the game. We've had a bunch.
Yes.
I mean, but again, give both teams credit for battling at the plate.
You think Casey West came in relief, and she's still thrown 105 pitches. So
Wow.
you talk about a lengthy game.
There's ball 3 up high to Franklin. So now a full count. Nice is the runner at first, 1 down. Here comes the full count pitch to Franklin. That is ball 4. Well, that didn't miss by much. But a walk, the third of the night to Franklin. There are 2 aboard with 1 out in the 7th inning.
You said it did not miss by much. It was a risky pitch to take on. It's the 7th walk today.
Wow. So we're going to have a pinch runner at first base. Franklin is run for by Paris Brenesi.
From Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, look at that.
So Brenesi running at first base.
I dare you to try the high school she
No.
came from.
Yeah. That would be yours. So 2 aboard, 1 out. It's Kaylee Cavazos to the plate. Fouls the first one back. Cavazos 1 for 3 this evening. It's now even at 7 apiece, Baylor and UTA. Avs lead in the run department, 4-3. Fouls this one back. West ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Benford at third for Baylor. Pylon at second. Leah Cran at second base. Pylon at short. Shaylin Govan at first base. Koyazos behind the plate. Ott, Wackendorf, and Strain left to right in the outfield. Pitch is just inside, ball 1. Her 10th pitch of the night coming from Casey West. And it's fouled back to stay alive by Cavazos.
Gotta give it to the Mavs tonight, though. I mean, just Casey West doing her part, getting ahead in the count. She's up 1-2, and then just foul ball after foul ball. Wearing her down. And winning at bats. I mean, they're coming away from it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. West delivers, swinging, strike 3. The strikeout of Cavazos is the second out here in the 7th inning.
Just gotta have that out. That's such a big out. That changeup just floats right in there.
So 2 down in the inning now with 2 on, and here is Elena Hampton at the plate. First pitch to Hampton is up high. She's 0 for 3 this evening. 7-hole hitter for UTA. Look ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning. Baylor will have 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up. Trailing by a run. UTA trying to add to that before they finish in the top of the 7th. Swung at that high pitch. It's a ball and a strike. Nice is the runner at second base. Pinch runner Paris Brenesi running at first base. Just outside, that's ball 2. It sure looks like West is right around the plate. Some of those that are called balls are not missing by much.
No, I think some of the fans would attest to that as well.
True. 2-1. It's up high, ball 3. So 3-1 count. 115 pitches now, and you said it. She was not the starter. She came in the third inning, and she's thrown 115 pitches. Riley Crandall started through 38 pitches, 2+ innings. Here's the 3-1. That is grounded. Oh, and knocks the glove off of West. She picks it up and throws her out. Those infielding skills pay off for Casey West in the circle, and that is the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. UTA leads Baylor by 1. Top of the order, Presley Pylon, you up next. See if Baylor can deliver. Kelly, as you know, Baylor has won 6 one-run games this year. They have lost 6 one-run games this year.
This is the tiebreaker.
See which way this one will fall. Bears down by a run. Here is Wackendorf to lead things off. 1 for 2 on the night, facing Emily Holscher. Came on in relief of Gracie Bumpers in the 4th inning. Bunt single in the 2nd, a strikeout in the 4th by Wackendorf. Pitch. Hit into center field. Coming on is Nisus. Did she make the catch? She did. Wow.
She's assisted with the catch.
Yes, she was. Tremendous assist there by Hampton, the shortstop. Let's take another look at that one. Hampton going back, reaches for it, can't get it. And Nisus, the center fielder, does.
Just textbook, breaking down right there, right behind it, waiting for that.
That is a big play. Instead of Baylor having the potential tying run on base, it's out number 1 to start the 7th. One down, top of the order, Emily Hott. 0 for 3 this evening as the Bears leadoff hitter. Pitch by Holscher outside. Hott, her average at .317 as of this at bat. It's this one. High and deep to center field. It's going back. It's off the wall. To second is Hott. She will stay there. A long double to straightaway center field. Emily Hott, the tying run, is at second base for Baylor with 1 down.
You talk about the clutch hitting right there. Knowing the game's on the line, already having 1 out. She just steps in there and does what Emily Hott has been doing as of late. Coming up with that big hit.
Wow. Well, now how big is that assisted catch for the first out of Wackendorf? Here's Presley Pylon to the plate. Tying run at second in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch. All 1 to Presley Pylon, who's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 of those 0-fers, line outs to the second baseman. So she's hit the ball well, just doesn't have a hit to show for it. Pitch is up high, ball 2. Holscher, the Robinson High School product, has pitched the fewest innings of anyone on the staff for UTA. 19 innings coming in. But she has been outstanding tonight. She's given up some hits, but really shut the Bears down since she came on with 1 out in the 4th inning.
The fewest innings and coming in with an 8.1 ERA. And holding Baylor scoreless.
Hott, the runner at second base. 2-0 count on Presley Pylon. The pitch. Called strike 1. So a 2-1 count. Emily Holscher gets the sign and the pitch. That is way outside, ball 3. So 3-1 count now to Pylon. Shaylin Govan waits on deck for the Bears.
This is just the part of the Baylor's lineup that you do not want to face.
Pitch fouled away by Pylon. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go, 1 out, 3-2 count on Pylon. Tying run at second base in Emily Hott. This one is looped into left field. Coming on to make the catch is Saylor. That retires Pylon, and that's the second out here in the 7th inning.
Well, if you were down to your last out and down by 1 run, you'd want your leading hitter up at this moment right now.
Big 12's leading hitter also, Shaylin Govan, 453 her average. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks tonight. If Govan can deliver for the Bears. First pitch swinging, fouls it down the left field line.
You love it when she gets in the box and she's just ready to swing. She's got a great eye. We talked about that already tonight, but you can tell she's dialed in. She's not looking for a walk right now.
You can't really pitch around her. You got Koyazos on deck. She's 2 for 3 tonight. Pitch by Holscher. And away, evens the count, a ball and a strike.
Well, it's your UTA and your Holscher. That's what you're doing. You're living on that outside corner right now. That lefty screwball away from her.
Too far outside, 2 balls and a strike. And Hott, the runner at second base. Veteran, senior.
Gotta expect that outside pitch coming in for Shaylin Govan. Get up on that plate.
Pitch up high, ball 3. So 3-1 count to Govan. Emily Holscher has not walked a batter in her time since coming in the 4th inning. 3-1. Now she has. Govan draws the walk. Baylor has 2 aboard with 2 down. And Sydney Koyazos coming to the plate. Third time tonight in 4 plate appearances that Govan has walked. Koyazos a double in the first. Popped to third in the third and a single in the 5th. 2 for 3.
Gosh, when you think of how important Govan is right now. She is the go-ahead run.
First pitch to Koyazos. Away, ball 1. Baylor down by a run and down to their final out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Emily Holscher delivers. As a called strike to Koyazos.
She has done nothing else except just sit on that outside corner.
One the count with 2 down here in the 7th inning. The pitch skips in. Nice pickup by Donahue behind the plate. It's 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch by Holscher. This one is hit into center field. It is caught on a line by Nisus, and that is the ball game. Baylor puts 2 aboard. Can't get them home. They fall by 1 tonight to UT Arlington. 4-3 Mavs, the final score.
Well, you got to give it to Holscher coming in clutch in that circle, coming in relief, just throwing strikes and shutting Baylor down.
Holscher did outstanding in relief. The Mavs get the win over Baylor. Bears lose their 7th 1-run game of the season. Final score, UTA 4, Baylor 3. We appreciate